Well, hello, hello, hello. It's Rebecca Happy here with Ottawa BuzzTV, and today we'll be speaking with Dr. Peg Herbert, who is the founder and director of Help Lesotho, which is a Canadian charity that does its work directly in Lesotho. And their focus is about leadership and development with women and girls, and to build sustainable communities by building up leadership through education and gender equity. And they've been in business. They've been a registered charity now for 10 years. So this fall they're celebrating their 10th anniversary, and there's an upcoming event coming in December where the Princess and the Queen of Lesotho will be coming for tea to Ottawa. So today we'll be speaking with Peg about her not-for-profit charity and the work they're doing, as well as the upcoming event. So welcome, Peg. So do you want to tell us a little bit about how you came to transition from being a professor at Ottawa U to being the founder of Help Lesotho 10 years ago?
Well, you may not have heard of Lesotho. I certainly hadn't. I was teaching graduate courses at the Faculty of Education at the University of Ottawa, and one of my students was a nun from Lesotho. I had never heard of the country. I helped her with her research, and I learned about the terrible need. It was at the height of the AIDS pandemic, and this was in 2000. And in 2004, I went there for the first time, and I just couldn't turn away. There were over 200,000 orphans. I'm 1/3 of the population had HIV or AIDS, and there was very little treatment at that time, and so I just felt I had to do something.
So what were the first steps that you did when you felt you had to do something? What did you possibly think you could do coming from Ottawa to help communities over there?
Well, I've worked with disadvantaged populations all my life, so lots of background in that, and I believe very strongly that investing in girls and women is one of the most sustainable things you can do to help a community. So one of the first things we started was a project for girls, and from there we now have, in 10 years, 10,000 girls, youth, orphans, vulnerable children, and grandmothers benefiting from our programs every year. And of those 10,000, 75% are girls and women. So we have lots of programs. We have child sponsorship. We have programs for pregnant girls and young mothers. We have gender conferences for boys and girls. We have out-of-school youth programs. We have 5,000 youth in after-school programs in schools, and most of those are girls. So the idea is to build a critical mass of youth, but particularly girls and women, who can be socially responsible, who can stand up and speak out for themselves, who can be heard, to give voice for those who have none. So we are one of the only organizations in the country of any size that has its head office in the field. All the other ones have their head office in the capital city. And so we work up in the mountains. It's the third highest country in the world, so it's very high.
So the people that are supporting your organization, like, how do you get people to serving 10,000 people a year? Who's actually doing the work on the ground?
We have an outstanding local staff. All of our staff are local. Our program staff are all university educated. We train them. We do education, leadership development, and psychosocial support. So every program, the programs range from 5-day leadership camps to we have a Girl Force program for girls in Standard 7. We have a hostel for 40 girls. We have all these different programs, and they range from 5 days to 1 day to 5 years. And programs all involve healing. They involve learning how to manage yourself and move forward. Involve taking action for the benefit of others. Everyone who benefits from our programs is expected to go out and help those in their communities, in their families and villages, and become leaders.
So you've been there for 10 years, developing leadership with the young girls and women. And so that's almost a generation already. Like, so what impact are you seeing today now, 10 years later, with some of the first participants in some of the programs you've set up?
Well, one of my joys, I spend 2 to 4 months a year there. And one of my joys is when I come back, some of these people, these young people I've known for 10 years, they were children when I first went there, are now young adults, and they find me wherever I am, and they tell me how they're doing, and we are a family for people who have none. The people we serve are just destitute, and we deliver all of our programs with love and kindness, and so we see, after all these years, just thousands and thousands of people who join in to make a difference in their community. It's really wonderful. And so this year is our 10th anniversary. For our 5th anniversary, the King of Lesotho came, and it was really special. And this year, for our anniversary, the Queen of Lesotho is coming because of the theme of gender equity. She's bringing her daughter, Princess Sinati, who will be 13 at the time. She's just turning 13 now. And we're going to have some events in Ottawa in December, and then we'll have some events in Lesotho in March. So we're having 2 big events in December, the December 11th, and the one that I think your viewing audience might be really interested in joining us is December 13th. We call it the PossibiliTea. Our tagline is, "It is possible." Excuse me. Because so much of our work just seems impossible at the time. And with the faith of people have joined us all over the country, all over the world. It's really spectacular. And we want to celebrate the success, and we want to ensure the future. So the PossibiliTea is an afternoon event. We're holding it at Ashbury College in this beautiful glassed-in room from 2 to 4:30. The Queen of Lesotho will be there, and the Princess, and we're also bringing a grandmother and a 16-year-old youth who is in our Girl Force program, one of our leadership programs. And they're going to talk about what life is like, how important gender equity is to the lives and families. They're going to talk about their feelings and give their stories. They're going to sing together, actually. And we're going to have lots of interactive activity. We'll have shopping. I don't know whether you've heard of Pearls for Girls, but it's an initiative that we have, a beautiful pearl jewelry, and all the proceeds from the jewelry goes to support our Girls Leadership Program. We'll have opportunities for mothers and grandmothers to bring their grandchildren. We're hoping for people from grade 7 and up, because it's a fairly challenging conversation. So there'll be activities. You can actually make a pearl bracelet, a pearl bee. There's lots of things to do, people to talk to. There's going to be a wonderful group of people there. So we hope you'll come. The price is $30, and for those under 18, it's $20. And there'll be a lovely tea with the Queen of Lesotho.
Do you need any help for this event, or for Help Lesthoo on an ongoing manner? Like, how can people be involved if they'd like to be?
It's a great question. Thank you for asking that, because the way we've grown, we've never spent money on advertising or whatever. It's by people going to our website, helplesthoo.org, and Lesotho is spelt Lesotho. It's a small country landlocked inside of the Republic of South Africa. So one of the first things people can do is go to the website and learn about our work, and then tell other people. If they can help us to get people out to these events so that they can learn about what we're doing, we would so appreciate it. If they have time to volunteer to help us, please write at info@helplesthoo.org. And there's lots of videos. We're launching a new website next week. There's lots of fun things happening wherever you are. And we really would appreciate that.
So how would I buy a ticket if I wanted to go to your event?
Just go online and follow the leads. It's right there. Also, if you want to look at my children's book I've just written on gender equity in Lesotho, it's on there too.
And so if I was coming with my my teenage daughter, what would she be expecting at this event? What should she expect?
Well, it's a lovely venue. There's going to be youth and adults. Lots of fun shopping. We had some special things made in Lesotho, Christmas ornaments and things that people will be able to buy. She'll be able to make a pearl bracelet. She'll be able to do a post of herself with a sign about how she's going to make a difference for gender equity around the world. Mm-hmm. She'll be able to talk to people who volunteered with us in the past and have been to Lesotho. She can talk to the young girl named Feleng, who will be there from our leadership programs. She'll be able to talk to the grandmother. I would like to meet your viewers and have an opportunity to meet the Queen and the Princess. Lucy, who is the host of CBC News, is going to be the MC. Lucy went to Lesotho with me 3 years ago, and she participated in our programs, and she's a very passionate advocate for girls and women, and she knows how incredibly wonderful our programs are, so she's enthusiastically going to be the MC, so there's lots to do.
Do you, I know that, you know, gender equity is a problem in Lesotho, but I know that it is as well in our own communities at
yes.
degrees. So, like, coming to your event and taking part in some of the conversations that people might be able to do, is there anything that they will be able to come back and, you know, do in their own community here?
Yes. We'll be talking about the concept of gender equity and about how we can support girls and women everywhere. So these are applicable anywhere. I was able to take all the things that I knew supporting girls and women in Canada and they were in Lesotho. It's important that women and girls meet together and talk about this. We are a massive force in the world, and we can do so much. So it's a great opportunity to be inspired, whatever you're doing, because the people who are coming are really spectacular.
Well, that's exciting, and I'm going to be really happy to be able to attend and for sure be telling people about it. So again,
thank you.
If people want to buy tickets, they can follow the link, helplesthoo.org. Buy your tickets there. I'm sure all the instructions will be indicated.
Yes.
And they're $30 for an adult, $18 for youth under 18, and it's on December 13th. And if you go, you'll meet Peg Herbert there, along with the Princess and the Queen. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Rebecca. It's very kind of you.
Okay, this is Ottawa BuzzTV signing off this time, and see you on our next episode when we'll be speaking with a local accountant.